All right, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays, coming to you live as the markets are about to open on this Friday, March 26th. Damn, does time fly. I have now been in Dubai for over a month. Normally, the Dubai visa is only 30 days, but there is a 10-day grace period where they let you overstay your visa by up to 10 days without you getting into any trouble. So that means I can stay in Dubai until the 4th of April, and that's when I am off to Turkey. Though, anyway, so we'll see how that COVID situation is. And from there, I don't have any flights yet, but I'll probably be off to the Republic of Georgia because I really miss it. And it may or may not be my favorite country, but it's definitely in my top three. And everyone always asks me why it's my favorite country, and I don't have an answer for that. Why is anything somebody's favorite country? All right, let's go to the charts. Scheduling aside. Real quick, I tweeted this out. We're gonna go back to the brass monkey, but it is COVID, and the problem is the problem in Dubai is the same problem as it's in Miami. When 99% of the world treats you like you're in North Korea, and there are 3 places on earth that will allow you to go and enjoy life, everyone and their mother and their grandmother comes there. So the problem with Miami is not a Miami problem, it's an American problem, because if you can't go to a restaurant anywhere else in America, you will go to a restaurant in Miami, which means that half of America ended up in one city. Same thing in Dubai. There are so many people here. It's now very hard to get a hotel. It's very hard to get an Airbnb, and everything is packed. So please try to get a reservation or you will not be able to get in. And there are no more tables for 7 people. So we'll see what happens. Last time we had like 30, 35 people come, and they weren't happy with us. And this time there's like double the amount of people in Dubai because everyone has realized that Dubai is the only place in the world that has some remnants of freedom. Ironically, but yes. All right, charts. Or you can also enjoy Europe. You know, you can enjoy your lockdowns in the UK or Malta or pretty much anywhere else in Europe. I mean, you're North Korea, Europe. I don't see much of a difference these days. That's how they're treating you, unless people actually do something about it, or just leave. Leave. All right. COVID rants aside, let's talk charts. Albert, I'm coming to Izmir. I'm actually not going to Istanbul. I'm coming to Izmir. I don't know. Hit me up on, message me on something, maybe Twitter or whatever. Somehow, you know, find a way to connect with me. I'll be in Izmir for like 1 or 2 nights and then Antalya. All right, charts. I did have friends or relatives die. Not relatives. I had friends die of COVID. And, you know, here's the thing. Death is unavoidable. And it's part of the cycle of life is death. But if the alternative is for some government bureaucrat to lock you in the basement, I will take freedom. So it's up to you. You can stay in the basement. And none of it stops COVID, by the way. None of it. The places that lock down the most have the biggest COVID problems. I wonder why. Because you never get a chance for your immune system to fix itself. But hey, I'm not a doctor. All right. Dubai is expensive. It's expensive. I'd rather be hanging out somewhere else, but where it's still cheaper. But hey, I can't. It's closed. All right, enough COVID shit. Charts. Here's the weekly chart. The weekly chart is still on a no trade zone. See this one in red? You see this one in green. Until these numbers become twos, the weekly chart is in a no trade zone. Nothing else to say. I like the consolidation near the top. As long as the weekly chart remains above, what is this number? $45,000, it will be more bullish than bearish. As long as it remains, actually, I take that back. As long as the chart is above 38,000, it will remain more bullish than bearish. But next week, that number will probably rise a little bit. I should use the, no, you know what? I'll scratch that. 42 is my bullish bearish line. As long as the weekly chart stays above 42 on the swing, I'm bullish. And as long as it remains above 45 on the close, I'm bullish. Daily chart. I like this strong bounce, but this is not enough for me to buy this dip. Normally it was, but I now have a lot more respect for the MRI than I did in years past. See, most traders don't even know about that indicator. And when you're looking at a chart like this, I wonder, oh yeah, the stop. I haven't looked at stop and reverse points in forever, but that's okay. When you're looking at a chart like this, it could certainly be worthwhile to buy off this moving average. It worked out very well here as well. And it almost hit it here, but it hit it here. But I prefer to buy it in this area here. I want to see the break of a swing high and the break of this moving average. So while those that bought this dip have done well, I'm okay. See, even this is tricky. I want that close. Like, I am comfortable buying here. Hell, I am even comfortable buying all the way up here, where we're nearing the break of the all-time high. I am not yet comfortable of buying off of this moving average, even though I am leaning slightly to the bullish direction. I am leaning slightly above 50%. I'm leaning slightly above 50% that that the low is in. But I'm very slightly leaning above 50%, not enough for me to be 60, 70% confident in putting my money into a trade. If this took place on an MRI buy, I would then be a lot more confident in putting my money into the trade. And it's unfortunate that the moving average did not coincide with the MRI support line. All of these would have been better entries for me. So I will stay patient and I will wait. I will wait for my green star. And that needs a few more days. Now, it's possible that in the next few days we rally all the way up, because the big concern was what is going to happen this Friday, which is today. It's the expiration of options, which had a max pain of 44,000, which wasn't reached. So market makers certainly took a hit. And there's also futures expiring today. Today is the quarter end of futures expiration, which is an important day in the futures markets. The CME futures are expiring today, technically tomorrow, but effectively today. And all of that, creates for a little bit of a volatile day. I will wait until the weekend's over to really assess what's going on. But right now, my weekly chart is totally neutral and it's telling you to be in cash. And the weekly chart is the MRI is telling you to be bearish. The bounce off the moving average is telling you to be bullish. That's a bit of a conflict. I don't have much else to go by. if we look at the funding rate did not even go negative. And that certainly favors the bears. The RSI is certainly favoring the bears. The MACD is favoring the bears. And the CMF, while still favoring the bulls, is obviously downwards trending. So that's the daily chart. The weekly chart, the RSI is certainly telling you not to be long. The MACD is still bullish, so we'll see how that goes. And the CMF is still bullish. Let's go to the lower level time frame. So this is also the daily. So what's the difference? Oh, this is Bitstamp. I was going to retire Bitstamp. Let's close Bitstamp. We're going to look at it cleanly once this saves. So here it is on the index. From now on, we're going to use the index. Yeah. Oh, people are asking about GBTC Premium. Yes, it's complete. It's definitely connected to BlockFi. Absolutely, it's connected to BlockFi. Guys, so many people are messaging me on TradingView, asking me to grant them access to the MRI, but that won't be fair to the people that purchased access to the MRI. So please, if you ask me to grant you access to the MRI, you're just gonna get a message from me telling you to go to the website. Go to, oh, it's my calendar, by the way. I'm speaking at CC Forum, and then I'm speaking in Antalya, Turkey, and then I'll be speaking in the Maldives. It's an online conference, but it's taking place in the Maldives. And I'm going to the Maldives. There's a hotel I want to check out for a potential future financial summit. So I'm only staying a few days in the Maldives, like $1,000 a night. And that's not exactly, again, the kind of money I like spending. This is how you go broke, spending too many nights in the Maldives. Now, the challenge with the Maldives, by the way, when you go to the Maldives, you need to take a COVID test to get out. And if that COVID test comes back positive, you now have to stay in the Maldives for 2 weeks at $1,000 a night. And that's if you find something that cheap. So it's a huge risk to take to come to the Maldives, but it's interesting. All right. GBTC Premium rose a little bit. People are asking me, how am I playing the GBTC Premium? The GBTC Premium will eventually go into positive territory. And it's definitely connected to BlockFi. They were making money hand over fist, buying up all of the, buying up Bitcoin in the trust and then selling them as GBTC. And now so many people got into the trust and they're selling GBTC way more than there's demand for GBTC. And those people are obviously losing money. And this is how markets work. When you think you have free money, you realize real quick that there's risk that comes with that. So yes, I mean, the other companies are related to this as well. How am I playing it? I'm still waiting for the big breakout, so I'm still pretty long GBTC. Again, this is a non-leveraged position, so I'm not really concerned of being liquidated. And yeah, eventually the market will work itself out. But like I've been saying for the last few days, the problem is that all of these swings are happening when the GBTC market is closed. And I'm not even like around for the opening of the market. Like I gotta leave in like 10 minutes. So I'm not around to trade GBTC because I'm not in front of the computer during market open hours. But I clearly stated when I got very concerned with Bitcoin, and that was right here. When this red star candle, when we closed lower, that's when I got concerned. Elon Musk, changed the trend a little bit, but it's still a downward trend. But as long as we stay above the prior swing low, it's still bullish to me overall. Let's see how tomorrow, if tomorrow we're breaking above today's high, I'm going to be a lot more optimistic. If we can get 2 green candles in a row. I think that's it. I don't have much else to add. Gold. So gold has now gone past a 1 to 4 candle correction. So that's not good. And see, that's the MRI top. And 1 to, so this looks like the correction was ending, but it never reached the prior swing high. So if next week we're trading lower, then I'm no longer bullish on gold. And I know I said that I expected gold to bottom for the year, but if we go, below this swing low, or if we go below 1700, man, gold can really take a nosedive back to 1600. So no one cares about gold. It's not manipulation, guys. No one cares about gold. And the S&P rebounded just fine. So if the S&P is now going up, I am more bullish on Bitcoin, and very likely Bitcoin will go up. If you think Bitcoin's going to go up when the S&P crashes, you guys are nuts. You want Bitcoin to establish a base of above 100,000 before the ultimate crash of the S&P. And I don't think the S&P will ever crash. Well, it can crash, but if the US dollar goes belly up and hits hyperinflation, the S&P 500 will go to $100,000 because the S&P 500 is priced in US dollars. So if the US dollar starts to devalue, the value of the S&P 500 goes up. Yeah, PorcFest is selling out like crazy. If you have a conference, you're not going to have a problem getting people there. Unfortunately, I was not able to get Unconfiscatable going. Hey guys, it's official. There is no Unconfiscatable in 2021. We were not able to put it together because it takes a lot of effort and to put a conference together, and we just can't, we're not able to do it. So it's unfortunate, but there is no Unconfiscatable in 2021, but there will be a financial summit in 2021. There's a small chance understanding Bitcoin will happen in 2021, but Unconfiscatable will not take place in 2021. But the financial summit, I'm definitely going to get, there's a small chance there'll be 2 this year, but probably just 1. And it's also possible the price will go up. Because if we have to do it in Dubai, this is, it's too low because it's expensive here. Dubai is expensive. So it's possible. I mean, we'll probably sell the first 10 to 20 tickets at this price, and then it's going to go up because the rooms are $1,000 a night. So unless we can find a way to get it cheaper. So just think about that, right? It's 6 nights and the rooms alone are $1,000 a night and you're paying $9K. So plus we have to organize the actual conference. And it's a small attendance pool. So it's possible. I mean, we will definitely sell some tickets at this price, but if you're not early to jump on it, it's going to go up and quick. And by the way, if you can't afford that, this is clearly not the event for you. This is an event for high net worth. So come to Unconfiscatable, come to Understanding. Those are more reasonably priced for everyone. All right, I need to get going. Again, trying to keep short videos. I know people really miss the long format and event, and I know I keep promising subscription for longer videos, but unfortunately, I'm just out every night meeting people. Everyone's here. I'm actually meeting really important people here in Dubai. Everyone is here. When you, like I said in the beginning, when you don't let people leave your house or any house, when you arrest people for going outside, people will go to where they can walk around and go to a restaurant and have a party. If you're afraid to catch COVID, or you're afraid you're going to be one of the 0.001% of the people that dies from COVID, you should never go outside, because the chance of lightning killing you is about the same. I had a question yesterday from a super chat from Horseradish. Nice. I like horseradish. I love it with my steaks. So the UK is banning everything. The UK is banning derivatives. The UK is banning, I heard it might be banning GBTC. I'm surprised UK hasn't banned breathing or chewing gum. They certainly banned you leaving the island. Again, these are the kinds of things that make me never want to come back to that country, ever. Just like Canada. So is MSTR a good substitute? The answer is yes. As long as MSTR is holding that much Bitcoin, it is a de facto ETF. So someone's asking me if I'm all in on GBTC. No, I actually had a stop loss for a portion of my GBTC. So I'm about 75% in now. So my GBTC is about 75% allocated to Bitcoin. If GBTC was a 24/7 market, I would have a smaller allocation to GBTC, but it's about 75% allocated to GBTC right now. I'm still more bullish than non-bullish. Someone is asking me if they should stay in their 55K long with a 42 liquidation. I mean, I can't really answer that question. Do I think it will drop to 38K? Not at the moment, I don't. I don't think it will drop to 38K right now. If I was in at 55K, I would be long. I would stay with it right now. I wouldn't cut my losses. If I would raise my stop loss to 51,000. I would raise my stop loss to 51,000 on the swing, but tomorrow. Well, actually, no, I would raise it now. 51,000. If we go back below 51,000, I would think that 47 is likely. I don't know about 42, but if my liquidation was 42, I wouldn't take that risk, because if it hits 42, I never get to trade again. That's the problem with liquidation. And if my trade hit this moving average at 55.8 and then fell back to 54, I would probably be out of that trade as well. Would the BTC ETF affect GBTC price? Probably, or probably help the premium up. Look, GBTC is a terrible ETF, but that's all we have. That's like an ETF to me. But it's illiquid, and it's basically, okay, here's the thing. If the premium is negative when the ETF comes out, the premium will move to zero. If the premium is positive when the ETF comes out, the premium will move to zero. An ETF will render GBTC into an efficient market. All right, that's it for me, guys. I gotta go. This video, I keep trying to make these videos 10 minutes again, but I end up on these rants because it's so frustrating, you know, with all this COVID disaster. I don't even give a shit about politics anymore. I'm a digital nomad now, because the one country that I thought had good politics no longer does, because the media made Trump look like, horrible person. So whatever. So America is not a place I want to live in ever again. All right. I'm out, guys. Later.